Hey, what up? You know the face, you know the name, you know the voice. One on Mr. Thanksgiving DJ Drama. You're rocking with MrTeleferro.com. Holla at me.
All right, we are live. We are back with MrTeleferro.com. Y'all know who I'm next to. You know him from any mixtape that's been rocking for the last, 10 plus years now. You know this man has had his hand in it. He's been everywhere musically. He's been doing his thing. You might have heard him with Luca Brasi too. All the dedications from Wayne. We could go on all day with this, but we are here with DJ Drama. How you doing, man?
How you feeling? Good?
I'm good. I'm good. You just shut Knoxville down with your DJ set. How was this, and what is it feeling like still being able to come out and fans just loving you after all these years?
Man, it's a blessing, man. You know, I've been doing it for a minute, and you know, to come to places like Knoxville, which I don't get to come to that often, and you know, just to receive the type of love that I get. You know, it's very humbling after the years that I've put in and so forth. So, you know, for me, it's a fun ride.
Now, we're closing in on milestones. Those Trapper Dies are now, you know, legendary mixtapes. I ain't going to make you feel old. But what's that like, you know, people still rocking with those tapes, those classic tapes?
It's crazy, man. You know, I mean, you know, through the years, I've had people come up to me and tell me stories about, you know, I'm the reason why they became a DJ, or just what Trapper Die meant to them, or, you know, that being the first mixtape they heard, or even like, you know, we're coming on 10 years of a lot of those tapes, like from Trapper Die to Dedication to the Pharrell in My Mind tape. And, you know, for me, it's like sometimes I even take myself out of the equation and go back and listen. And, you know, the other day I was in the gym listening to Trapper Die, and you know, the intro came on and I still got chills. So, you know, that's when you know, like, you know, it's something monumental. So for me, it's, you know, all the things that I've done, you know, it's great because it's part of my career, but I stay focused because it's always about what I do tomorrow, not what I did yesterday.
You got a favorite out of all those mixtapes?
Nah, that'd be like picking a child, and I got like 100 kids. So, you know, it's like every mixtape is, you know, I mean, it's hard for me to even do a top 10 list. So
wow,
there's not a lot of DJs that can say that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
I don't know any other DJs that can say.
You got a lot of classics.
You got a repertoire. You've been teasing a lot of music through your Instagram and through other outlets. Right. Dedication 6, we got that tease. We got your Gangsta Grills, Quality Street Music 2, possibly. Anything you can like confirm about those two?
You just named two good ones that people should be looking out for.
That's all you gonna give me?
Yeah, man, that's fair enough. I mean, you did it better than me.
Revolt TV, you and Ciroc, is that coming soon?
Yeah, be on the lookout for that. Just last week we did a big Ciroc Boys campaign, and you know, all the DJs, the Ciroc DJs came in, and you know, it was legendary. The round table was something special. You know, something that stuck out for me was Funk Flex and SNS telling a lot of old school stories. You know, SNS is. I always give him a lot of praise because he's the reason why I became a mixtape DJ. He was the first mixtape that I heard. And you know, Flex, when it comes to DJs, is, you know, one of the biggest brands ever in hip hop music. So just to be at the table and to hear them tell, you know, stories about, like, you know, old school DJs and old school New York clubs was, you know, it was monumental. And being a part of the Ciroc Boys, you know, being a part of a brand that Diddy has turned into something that's, you know, internationally known, and you know, one of the biggest brands in the world is, you know, again, it's something humbling.
T-Pain's The Iron Way that just dropped recently kind of had a lot of versatility going on that tape. He was all over the place just doing, you know, had trap singles. He did some with Gotti, did some with Wayne. He was all over the place. What's that like, and him getting back into it and just giving us that music that we love from him?
I mean, you know, T-Pain is like one of the greatest of our generation, you know, and it got to a point with him where, you know, his style was so emulated that he started to get a lot of backlash. And I think, you know, when I listened to T-Pain, like, T-Pain came and played me a lot of the music he had for the tape. And it was like, sometimes he doesn't even realize how much of a genius he is, you know. And this was our first Gangsta Grills. You know, he told a story about how we were supposed to do one, you know, a couple years ago, and it didn't happen. So, you know, I know for him, it meant a lot to him. For me, it means a lot. I love being a part of, you know, people's careers where it's like, for a moment they counted T-Pain out, you know, and I like to, you know, I like to be a part of those projects that, you know, when people be like, okay, you know, T-Pain is here, T-Pain is back, and not even like he never left, you know, kind of similar to when I did Chris Brown In My Zone, you know, and at a moment when people was kind of counting Chris out, you know, and that tape kind of, you know, helped catapult him back into where he is today. So, you know.
The summer tour with Wiz Khalifa this summer, what can we expect from that? I know it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what to expect. You know, I'm just going to get high and have fun. You know, so when you see me on stage, just, you know, make sure you got a glass of water for me, because it's not going to be a lot of water backstage. Me and Wiz went back on tour last year.
Yeah.
Crazy. this year, you know, Fallout Boy is joining us, or should we say we're joining them, and we should have a lot of fun. I mean, summer tours are something special, and I'm definitely going to make it legendary with what I do.
No, we got to get you out of here. Anything that you're working on that you want to announce soon in the works?
Man, I got so many projects. Quality Street Music. Shout to my man Uzi. Shout to Scheme. Shout to my man Yaki. Shout to the Wedding Crashers, the whole team. My man Lake Show, D Rich, Cannon, Sense, BL, Pat. You know, Mean Street Studios. Shout to Atlantic Records. Shout to E1, Ciroc Boys. I wear so many hats, I don't even know where to go. I'm gonna just say it like this and like that. We going.